Okay, no, no. Okay, so I was talking with one of my other friends who works in audio production, and he was telling me, so I was looking at Pro Tools as a means of doing audio production, but then I looked at it and it says stuff like, you have to pay this much, and then you have to keep paying it like every year or every month. And then when I look at Logic, it's like, oh, it's only $200 and you get that for life. And so I'm guessing that Logic is better, cost wise. But I'm just wondering if there's some stuff that Pro Tools does that Logic does not. My brother, who also works in audio production, got the student version of Pro Tools, but that means that he can't update his Mac. And so I'm asking the Logic person, whoever that was, like, what's your opinion on Logic versus Pro Tools?
Well, there's no doubt that Logic is hands down probably the best value going in pro audio. So it's not $200 for life; it's $200 per version. The way that works out to be very economical, though, is Logic Pro X came out in 2013. I want to say.
Uh-huh.
It's 2020. We've gotten 7 years of updates, new features, new things for free, basically. So whenever Logic 10 or Logic version 11 comes out, is the next time you'll probably have to pay the $200. When that will be, we don't know. Things that should have been Logic version 11 ended up being like a point of an update. So, you do end up getting a lot of good value for Logic. The pros are you pretty much get everything you need. If you're a composer, like if that's your main goal, you pretty much get everything you need out of the box with Logic. It is probably the steepest learning curve out of the free as far as how it works with voiceover and stuff like that. It's definitely Logic is kind of set up in a way, and GarageBand kind of started this trend. It's set up in a way where if you've never worked with audio before, it's supposed to be easier for you. But if you've used any other kind of audio before, like, Reaper, Pro Tools, you're kind of like, what the hell? So there is going to be kind of like that moment. But with voiceover, it's definitely probably one of the trickier ones to learn. That being said, Pro Tools on its own does come with a fair amount of tools to get you started similar to Logic. However, like you said, it's a $600 buy-in, $100 upgrade fee every year if you want to stay on the latest versions. Now, the thing is, you don't have to keep paying that, but when it finally gets to a point where let's say you want to go to Catalina and you don't have a version that works in Catalina and you're going to have to upgrade to do it, they hit you with a $300 re-up fee if you don't keep upgrading every year. So,
is it still a $600 buy-in though? The reason I'm asking is because I bought in so long ago that I can't even give you a smart answer.
It's still $600 the first time you get it, and then it's $100 to re-up every year. So,
they do the subscription thing, don't they?
Well, yeah, but the subscription is after your first purchase. So
you
can't,
really?
You can't start
I didn't know it was still
$6. That sucks.
That's not good. I've been a Pro Tools guy for 15 years. So, I mean, that's a hard,
that's a hard pill to
swallow. It's a hard sell.
Like you said,
that is a hard sell.
The student version has limitations on what and when you can upgrade. So, like, the student version, I think, is $300, but then you can't do the $100 upgrade.
And she said he can't update his Mac
to upgrade. Well, you can upgrade, but it's another $300. It's not
right,
the upgrade.
But she can't
$100
to use the current one.
Yeah, you got to pay the $300 again.
Jenna, what sort of stuff do you actually want to create? What's
what kind of stuff are you trying to do? Because Reaper or Logic might be a better fit for you, depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I definitely want to stick with Logic. I haven't done anything yet. I'm gonna have to wait until my health improves. But I mean, I definitely want to explore, the different drum beats. I want to maybe upload some covers to YouTube. I know quite a lot of people that do that, and they can and yes, I know it's a long shot, but like some of them actually make really good money doing exactly that.
So I'd say
a
if you've
whole
already
other
got
can
a
of
Mac,
worms.
Yeah.
I'd say if you've already got a Mac and if like instrumentation is a big thing for you, then Logic probably is the right place.
I would agree. And somebody,
it makes it easy to build tracks with the drummer and some of the instruments and some of the loops and stuff that it comes with, and a lot of the presets sound really good out of the box. So if you want to track
the drummer thing in Logic is insanely good. There's nothing else
it is fantastically great.
There's nothing else like that in any other DAW.
And I need to learn how to use it.
Because it's going to be your best bet. So definitely, if that's the way you're leaning, then I'd say Logic's probably a good.
Somebody is saying that there is no $600 buy-in for the subscription.
Yeah, I didn't think
if that's the case. That's great.
I mean, like I went on the website and that's what I saw. It said $600, and then like every update or whatever, you have to pay
every
more.
Year's $100. That's what I still understand too.
You know what I would suggest?
That sounds like maybe HD.
All right, look. Here's what I would suggest. Because here's the thing. We're sitting here and we have different versions of what we think is the answer.
Right.
But the truth is, so do all the pros. If you look at podcasts every time these subscriptions come out, like the Pro Tools podcast, Pro Tools Expert, they don't know either. And these guys make tons of money doing this. So this is not a hard conversation to get lost in because everybody's confused. So my suggestion is call Sweetwater, talk to a sales engineer. And get the skinny on that, because they will tell you straight up and either correct or confirm what we're saying, because it's
before we move on, I just want to check, Jenna, are you hooked up with all the community support kind of bits and bobs that you need for Logic to get going? There's an email list,
right
there's
now,
a WhatsApp group.
There's also
right
the
now,
Logic.band site. There's a great getting started YouTube playlist that is on that site that will get you up and running when you get going.
You've got a site,
that's awesome.
haven't you, Steve?
Yeah. What was that, Scott?
You've got a site, right?
Yeah, Logic.band. So